Hey, DOT community. Welcome to the DOT After Show with Zalon and Bo. How you doing today, Bo?
I am doing great. How are you, Zalon?
I am doing awesome. So it was a pretty interesting live stream from the devs today. They had some interesting choices of Titans that they chose, and some other stream info that we're always looking for every time. So, and then of course the battles. So
Yep.
what did you think about the stream there,
I thought
Bo?
it was a pretty informative stream. A lot of times they get on there and they don't really reveal a whole lot, but today there were
Mm,
a lot of subtle revelations if you really
mm,
watched the stream. Some of the questions that they answered um, were really pointed questions about lightning titans or new events that are coming on the 360 view, all kinds of things. I'm sure you're going to
mm.
hit all of those, but I just thought it was great.
Oh, of course, of course. I'll tell you one thing. Right now, as if everybody is currently playing the Relic Festival, and it's been kind of a 2-day event. Interesting idea. Instead of just the regular 24 hours or doing it over an entire weekend, it was a 2-day event that they decided to do. That has just made the cost of the relics in the temple to be 50% off,
Yep.
and also for the cost in food to also be 50% off for relic forging. Um, Between band and in-game chat, for the most part, people are saying the forging is still pretty much the same crapshoot. So
Yeah, but the
it's
chance
not
hasn't.
exact.
So the chance hasn't went
Yeah,
up, but just the food
yeah.
cost went down, so it costs you less to take a chance, right?
Exactly, exactly. So when you walk up to the slot machine, instead of it saying 50 cents a pull, it says 25 cents a
Right.
pull, but it's still
Yeah.
the same machine.
The icon, the graphics that they've put in the temple is pretty cool. It looks like Mardi Gras in there, you know.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. I do enjoy the. I'll tell you, Ben in his art department for either the events now, whenever they have like the backlays for the events, or any of the event notifications. Everything just looks cool.
Yep.
Always does. Always something new. Always something really graphically oriented. So definitely always going to have to give a big shout out to Ben and his
Yeah.
art department.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Also to the one thing that I did want to hit on too, that is very new and very recent, that people have been talking about a lot, is the new daily quests.
Ooh.
um
Yes. Hang
I
on.
want I
I
want
just pulled. I
what's
just
up?
pulled my daily. I got a 3-star giant axe. Yes.
Oh, did you? There you
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Very
Let
nice,
me go look
very
at the
nice.
quest because not everyone has the new quest. Now my bow account has the regular quest, but the Timmy account has the new style quests. And you only have four instead of the five, right?
That's right.
And what I'm showing is I have raid enemies, and I have to do that twice, and then raid cities, and I have to do that twice, and then build units is only five, whereas it used to be nine. Now, if I complete all of those three, I get 150 gems, and then my complete the daily quest, I get 127k gold instead of gems. So,
Interesting.
yep.
Well, listen to this. I was going to say on mine, okay,
Hmm.
it's a little different because on mine, I'm getting 340 gems
Yep.
to complete all of my quests right now.
Yeah.
Plus, the three other quests I have are attack, raid lands,
Mhm.
which I have to do five of that, which is more than I used to. I used to only have to raid like two lands or something like that before.
Right.
Now it's five lands,
Huh.
and I get 50 gems for that. My next one is I don't have to ever what's it called, donate troops, which is interesting. So there's like I haven't had to donate troops for a couple days now. So I still have been donating troops because I still feel like I should still do my part.
Yep.
But I don't donate like ridiculous amounts or anything, but I still throw three here and there every once in a while just to, do my part. But anyway, so and then I have the attack or the I get either a fusion or a relic forge, so
Hmm.
that's the same. And then my third quest is going to be the I think it's just the oh gosh, I think it's oh yeah, forge for not forge create 9 spells.
Yeah.
So it's kind of yeah, it's pretty high actually, but for it's okay. I still get them all done, and that's for 50 gems.
Ah.
So again, not bad, but everything seems to be all gems, and I haven't been offered any gold yet. So I guess maybe I'm not because it was brought up today in the live stream that some it's being tested. So I'm wondering. I thought if I would get gems one day, that maybe the next day I'd get gold. But it seems like maybe I'm a strictly a gems test person to see if I do more of my dailies because there's more gems involved. And
Maybe.
then other people that are getting gold every day are going to continue to get gold every day. See, I was thinking that was going to switch out, but it may stay as everyone who has getting a certain type of quest type rewards that'll
Hmm.
continue to stay until this test is finished.
Yeah.
So
Maybe so. I'm not really sure. I do know that a couple of guys in the alliance were saying they were getting like 400 gems to complete all of their, once they completed
yes,
all their
so it
tasks.
could be level oriented as well because I'm seeing that the
Mm.
also how much you're getting to complete everything
Hmm.
seems to be higher for the people that are higher in level.
Yeah, yeah. So they'll figure out what's going on, and eventually they will, you know, settle on a
It's
set
it's
set of
kind
stuff. So
exactly. It's kind I see it as the same thing as in the very beginning for a lot of players that don't know about this that may have only started to play in the last couple months. In the beginning of the game when it was released in December, there were multiple different amounts of your maximum portal stones.
mhm,
Okay, and Bo, you remember this,
yeah,
and it was something that people when players found out. I did not know for a very long time. A lot of people were in the dark about the subject, and then people found out that oh hey, my max portal stones is this like 20, and
right,
and other people had less than that, and they also
yeah,
were regenning at different times.
yeah,
So as soon as they made it across the board 7 minutes, and that everybody had the same amount of portal stones to max out, then everything was again fair. But when it comes down to this whole idea with the quests, we'll see how it all works out, and we'll get into that as well. So
yeah.
anyway, so let's get into some of the other things with the dev live stream. So we have what I think when they used Edalus as their 4-star Titan to use, and they showcased and everything else, and used for their battles. I pretty much think that as soon as this Relic Festival is over, which is I don't know if you got the timer up or if you can see, Bo.
16 hours and something. I'm in a battle right
Yeah.
now, but I'll bring it up here in
Oh,
a
okay,
sec.
okay, that's fine, that's fine. Well, when it comes down to being 16 hours, that means that obviously something's going to be happening this weekend, and this weekend is Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
So, with that in mind, most people have off on Monday. So, whatever event that they put on, they might have actually pushed the pool event so that because usually the pool events start on Thursdays and run to Monday morning for the end of the season.
Hmm.
But what I think may be happening, prediction here, is they made this Relic Festival a 2-day event, pushing the pool event so that it'll finish on Tuesday morning so that everybody will be able to enjoy whatever this event is with Monday off. Which I also heard Monday is also being that it's like
It's a bank
a
holiday.
holiday.
It's a bank
Yeah,
holiday
bank
over there.
holiday here. It's the bank holiday in a lot of other countries as well. So if that's true, then maybe a lot more people will be playing on Monday than expected. So that I think the event, whatever it is, and if it's an endless pool, it'll have bonuses. It'll be ranger oriented, which means if they do it like the Volstan event, which I believe all pool events now will be like that, where each day there's special things going on, like maybe a ranger 2-time fusion. You know what I mean? So if you got any rangers and you're fusing them, you're getting double the XP or something like that for
Yeah.
just a day over the weekend. So cool stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that that's the case because if it is, This weekend will be very cool for all Rangers fans, everybody that's
Yeah,
fans of Rangers.
the Rangers, go Rangers.
All right. So, and with the you know, the possibility of the Edalist pool weekend, I'm just excited, for all these possible range oriented things.
Well, if they
So,
do, you think it's too early for them to do a 10 times Edalus chance? Because I didn't get him. I didn't get him in that event, and
well, see, and that's the case. If they do that, you got what? You got three epic
I got
tokens, and you got
3 epic tokens. Yes.
and so do I, and you got one what's it called? Regular Titan
Yeah,
token,
one
right?
regular Titan token. That's well, actually
S-
two. I have two Titan tokens on Timmy's account, and then one on Bo's
Oh,
account.
nice. Nice.
So
I mean, would you get? I mean, would you give? Hit. Well, if it was either hit, it could be him or other Ranger Titans too. I mean, they could do like what they did with Volstan and have it like, eight or nine Rangers are available. It's going to be 100% Rangers. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
or it could be, or it could be. Well, yeah. Well, no, because Volstan was Guardians, and they said it was 100% Guardians. It wasn't 100% human titans. You know what I mean? Like it
Right.
wasn't they didn't base it on race, they based it on class.
Right.
So yeah. Anyway, so we'll see exactly what happens with that, and it's going to be pretty neat. They did put the Krothos video into the beginning of the live stream, which I thought was pretty cool. So again, that could dictate, that just because they don't have any Edalus in a video, that maybe that's why they just did it,
Yeah.
or it could dictate that maybe this is going to be a ice oriented pull weekend where Edalus may be one of the couple titans that could be pulled. I don't know, so we'll see. It's all up in the air until tomorrow.
It would be nice to see, though. I
So
would like to see the because it was how long was it before they put the other, you know, the Ranger Titans into the pulls and the drops
yeah.
after they were introduced. At least a month, right? Um,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, also too at this point, the ranger-oriented relics, if they give out 3 and 4 star ranger relics, which are the ones that are like 30% ranger boosts,
uh-huh.
which are incredibly awesome, and no one has unless you did the actual event back in January. So
Yeah, I have a couple.
if they,
I have a couple of those 4-star Ranger relics. Now,
yeah,
I had heard, and I actually asked DBR about this, but I haven't heard back from him. There was a there was like a little glitch or something at one point where you couldn't forge those. Like all forgings were failing on the Ranger relics. For
hmm
instance, here I'll
yeah,
bring
I couldn't.
I'll bring it.
I've yet to get them to work on mine. I'll tell you that.
Okay. So, because here I have the Heart Seeker 4-star, which is a 30% damage boost for Ranger. Now, that's not Ragnar, even though,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because it's a little, and then when you're typing in chats and stuff, autocorrect will change Ragnar to Ranger. So it gets a little confusing sometimes. But
Oh
it's still a level 1. I've never been able to get it um, to forge, and then also have the other one, which is I forget what the other one is. The was it the Thorn Bow? Yeah, the Thorn Bow
yeah.
is the same type of thing. 30% boost for Ranger. Um, and I was wanting to put one of those guys on Joran, and then I realized that those relics are on Timmy's account, and Timmy didn't get Joran, so
Yeah.
so I need a Ranger. I got some 4-star relics, so I'm hoping that there's an
Yeah,
Edalus
wait,
pull
don't you
event.
have? Didn't you get the 2 star Laco on Timmy's account?
Oh, I did get the 2-star Lako from the being absolutely last place in the Trials of Power event, so
Yeah,
I can use it on there for sure. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, so
Well, I was gonna say, so after during the beginning of the live stream, we also got a nice shout out from Fran for all the non toxic gamers, because Matt was asking, "Oh, we didn't get any shout outs from non toxic gamers," and it was uh, it was pretty funny that what's it called? Because Fran was like, "Oh, they're a vast group of DOT gamers," and actually, obviously, you were one of the first people in the stream, so she mentioned that, oh, Bo is from non toxic, so it was pretty nice. Um, so there was what's it called? A question asked also in the beginning of the stream, which was incredibly awesome, and I liked it a lot because somebody was asking if there was ever going to be battles between alliances.
yes,
when Matt answered this question again, Matt has a lot of the leaks come majorly from him. So when he said that they're working on something that is going to create social cohesion among the alliances,
Oh.
which in my terms means it stops the jumping. Okay, there's so many people that jump on a regular basis from alliance to alliance to alliance that whoever's at the top, I want to jump to them. Like right now, I've been getting a lot of people asking to join non-toxic champions because we're in fourth place in our server.
Yep.
So I mean, like, there's just a lot of non-loyalty, and I think what he's referring to is they're going to create something that makes it so staying in your alliance is going to be rewarded. Maybe if you stay, the longer you stay in an alliance, you're rewarded higher in a season, or
Maybe.
may, maybe if they have some sort of alliance battles between alliances, there's going to be rewards that way, like like the question was asked, or maybe the alliance level will actually matter. That's another idea that I had was the act because everyone always asks, "Hey, we level up our alliance, and we don't really see it do anything," and
Right. It
that
just
really is true.
increases the level, the number of
Like
XP
if
points
you
of your alliance or whatever.
yeah, if they would make it so that alliance level meant something, then people would jump from alliance to alliance on a regular basis. They'd want to stay in the alliance that has very high level. So maybe that'll actually mean something.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm thinking though. Remember back a few weeks ago we talked about the having the ability for alliances to form coalitions during the leagues.
Oh yes.
So he
Okay, yeah.
when he talked about social cohesion between alliances, that made me think of that. Where like
Ah.
if non toxic champions and non toxic knights both ended up on the same legend league, then we could form a coalition or an alliance pact or treaty or something, and then the system would not allow us to attack each other. Um, that's what I thought of, and it could be something
Mm.
else, but
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, that's what I got.
All right. So, all right. Well, yeah. Like I said, we'll yeah, definitely check it out soon. Also, one of my favorite things, and it seems to be quite a community favorite here on the Dev live stream, is the Drawn of Titans.
Yes,
Um, so and besides from Matt leaking out certain things that are coming out or showing us new things that are coming out. Drawn of Titans is my second favorite part of the stream.
yeah, it's pretty good.
So
Just want to say I was actually the first one to say Urukor on the
that's right. That's
on the
right.
Drawn of Titans.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say that was Dom's drawing there at the very beginning, which was pretty cool
Yeah,
for the cow core. Because that was a lot more difficult to pick out from the Orocar that Matt drew, which it was still pretty good. I mean, it wasn't horrible. But then there was the Volstan that was drawn that was pretty much it was all head and stick body, which is which
right.
was pretty cool too.
That would be the
But
way that I drew it. If it just be a little
yeah,
stick
might as
body.
well, might as well. So I mean, you have Dom at the top, like art department, that's what we expect, and then we got Matt, and he's like, an okay, like, personal artist, but not that's not his job, so we don't expect it. And then the guy that drew stick body exactly would be mine and Bo's. We fall into the stick body category where we focus
That's right.
strictly on head features. That hopefully that's good enough.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So, but of course, we had the regular battle competition like normal, and between Ben, Matt, and Fran, which right now before this live stream, we had I think it was it Ben was in the lead with 4 wins, I think, and then Matt had 3, and Fran had 3. I
Right.
think that's what it was. Yeah, and then now after this battle, Fran won, so now it's 4-3-4, and Matt is still trailing by 1. And I'll tell you what, it's funny because Matt gets pretty sour sometimes, especially if Fran wins. Especially if Fran wins, he can accept Ben winning. It's a little bit easier than if Fran wins, because of course Fran likes to rub it in a little bit. So
Yeah, she does, but that's okay.
it's
I
okay.
was Team Fran this week, so I didn't win the
Yeah.
gyms. I did not win the gyms,
Mhm.
but I was Team Fran. So and I tend to change mine
Yeah.
up. I tend to change mine up on a week, on a week to week basis. Just I know you always go with Ben, right?
I always go Ben. I
Yeah,
always go Team Ben.
yeah.
Hashtag Team Ben all the time.
So so I tend to change mine up.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, then we had one of my favorite parts is since Fran went last. My favorite time is, I mean, I'm not saying that Fran doesn't, obviously Matt and Ben talk during the beginning and everything else, but Fran cuts in with some shout outs and stuff like that and questions as much as possible. But when Fran is playing, Matt picks up, and starts answering questions and everything else and shout outs, and we sometimes that part of the stream we get a whole bunch of information, and it's like kind of closer to the end. So
Yeah,
here's a bunch of things that was kind of dumped on us at the very end of the stream, which was kind of nice as well. Now here we have, one person was mentioning about Unek, or it was Infinity On was mentioning about Unek Berserkers, and wondering when they might be introduced. I'm going to mention right now that I'm going to be coming out with a video very soon about what Titans are still not available.
right.
So we should see exactly how that all pans out. That's going to be pretty cool here in the near future. And of course, that's how they answer the question is they are coming, but there's no exact time frame.
Yeah, evidently
And of course,
they have the art design and everything already, because they were talking about how it was going to look, and uh, I, I I tend to like the Berserker Titans,
oh
in
yeah,
certain circumstances, and um, that
it
particular
if they're
race.
Elethan
Yep,
or Unak
yep,
or let's see, wait, what was the last one? And Mossmane.
yep,
If you Mossmane, if you can, if we can get some new troops in, but that's hopefully coming soon as well.
yep. So,
So, but anyway, there was another mention of new elements for like air.
yep,
And it was, and Matt did come back with that there are new elements in the pipeline, which again means it is something that is not more. It's not a suggest in the suggestion category. It's in the we are working on this, and it is in the release structure of the
yeah,
game. So,
yeah. I
which is good.
I got the I just got the impression from the just not anything in specific, but just the overall amount of things that they talked about is they probably have, at least a 2, if not a 3 year progression cycle laid out for this game, where you know they they've got stuff planned that far in ahead. Um,
Hmm.
with all the different event types, and then now the alliance thing coming up, and then we had the survival event with all of that, and we still know that they're going to do mage titan class at some point. Um,
Hmm.
so I mean, it just seems like that. Um, I know everybody gets impatient. It's like, oh, we want all the new stuff, but
Yeah,
in order for the
it's
game to survive,
it's got to play over a long period of time.
right, exactly. You can't,
you
I
know,
mean, you can't introduce brand new stuff every week because, at some point
yeah,
it becomes overwhelming, and
exactly.
there's
I
too
mean, there's going to
much.
be, yeah, there's still, I mean, this is like pool
Oh,
weekends, especially like for like this weekend. I'll tell you,
hello,
it's
Dave.
not.
I found Dave.
Oh, did you?
I did. I found Dave. I'm gonna take all his gold. Anyway, sorry about that interruption.
No, it's okay, it's okay. But like for instance, like a weekend where if it's a pool weekend, guess what? If it's not something you're really interested in, there you go. You have a weekend where you can either play the game, as casual as you want. You don't have to grind super hard, because people do say, oh, they dump stuff on us real fast. Well, if it's a weekend where there's stuff that you are interested in, well,
Yeah,
there you go. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it's just
I got those 3 epic tokens, and initially I was saving them for the Mage Titan class when that came out.
mm,
Now I'm thinking next pull event that has something I'm interested in, I'm probably gonna draw. I'm probably gonna pull one, and
Mm,
just see, just to see what happens. Uh, so,
exactly. Well, also too here they also mentioned to Matt about getting rid of the lightning resist skill. Matt's response to that was like sounded like he hasn't heard of somebody saying that before, which was kind of scary because I it's been said so many
yeah, I
times.
can't really believe that, but
But the way
they,
he goes, oh, if we don't have any Titans that have a lightning spell, why do we have a lightning resist out there? And
yep,
just the way he said it was just kind of like, well, duh, yeah.
yeah.
why is it out there?
So
But
I just noticed something in this battle that I did. So I had two groups of grenadiers on the left, and I had two groups of pikemen on the right. And this was the who I was going against. And one of the groups of pikemen ran over like they were going to try to protect the grenadiers. I've seen the pikemen rally around the other enemy troops before,
mhm,
but and then going back and looking at some of the stuff from the beta release, some of the graphics and the pictures that are available out there on the internet from the beta days, it used to be that the races kind of had alignments,
yeah,
so like that the Alethans were friendly with the Unax, but not quite so friendly with the Mossmane type of thing. And I'm just wondering if that AI element is something that's left over from that, and because I don't know, I haven't seen any other troops rally around, the ranged
yeah.
troops. I just thought that was interesting. Have you seen anything like that that makes it?
I mean, I always see the what's it called the Alethan pikemen. I always see them guarding the what's it called the grenadiers all the time. But that's pretty much the only actual protection I've ever seen done.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought that was interesting. So,
Wow.
uh,
Well, there's one thing that Matt mentioned that I think is really cool, which I'm kind of really excited for because a lot of people have complained about how the skill structure is set up for Titans, and how difficult it is and everything else to unlock skills and everything. Matt mentioned that they're seeing to make skills more user friendly. And I think it also will include in how unlocking of skills is done. This is something that the way he said the way he was saying it in the stream was, I hope you like what we're doing. It sounds like it's going to be something that's going to change, and it's going to change not with an update.
right.
It might be just rolled out,
Yeah. What he
just
said
like
was,
some of the most recent things have just rolled out. People,
yeah.
you know,
So I think what he said was, we are making some changes to skills, and we hope you like them. If not, you can yell at us. I heard him say we were allowed to
yeah,
yell at them. So, uh,
exactly. So everybody on Reddit and everybody on Facebook, we know you guys are all love to give lots of opinions. So
exactly.
there you go.
Very much
You
so.
know, get your opinions in there. Oh, and Matt used my term backseat battling from when I said that last stream. I put that in there last stream. I thought it was funny that because he was like hovering over Fran, and
Uh
he's like, oh, time. He's like, oh, time for my backseat battling. You know, so
huh.
it was pretty awesome. I was like, ah, he got that from me. But
Yeah.
anyway, but my question I did ask, which he answered. I didn't expect any kind of real crazy and lavish answer, but I asked if there was going to be any new maps coming out soon.
Yeah.
And Matt did say that there's going to be rolling out some new maps. In that case, like if you think about it, all you have to do is roll out new islands. They don't actually have to be new as in they look different, but they could just be an island that is coded with a new map type. That's all it is.
Right.
Because islands, every time you attack an island or if you capture an island, every time someone attacks that island, it's the same exact map every time.
Yeah, it
I don't know if
is.
a lot of people know that or not. If people think the maps are random or something, they're not. When you
Uh
attack
oh.
and capture an island, it's the same. Is everything okay?
Yep, everything's okay. I just accidentally spent one of my Titan tokens, but that was my
Wait, are you?
fault, not the game's fault.
Are you
It's
serious? When you
yeah. Just one of the regular ones, like from the last event. Um, I got a Durat.
Oh,
I
you're
got a
talking
I
about
got a
on
3-star.
Timmy's account, right?
Yeah, on Timmy's account, I got a 3-star Durat, so I'm not unhappy. Um,
Oh, okay.
let's go see
All
what his
right.
skills are.
All right, jeez.
Yeah, it's okay. It's visor. I'm trying to, I am navigating with my mouse, and sometimes what's displayed on my PC screen is a little bit behind what's displayed on the tablet. So what had happened was I went to the temple and I accidentally clicked the mouse. Well, it actually clicked on the Titan token to pull. So
Oh, wow.
it's fine. I just have to be careful. That's why we have
It
Timmy. That's why we have a Timmy
it's a
account.
it's a festival.
Let's
It's a
see.
festival.
That's right. And so let's see here. My first skill for Timmy is let's see here. Oh, nice. We got fire resist. So not bad. Maybe I'll keep him.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Well, the one last thing I was going to mention was that it was brought up again to Ben about a 360 view. Ben mentioned that that is coming very soon as well. That I believe will be in an actual update that is brought in the next for the next leaderboard event.
Yeah.
If it's a leaderboard event or a survival event, either or, whatever comes next that we actually need to update our games for, I
Yeah.
believe the 360 view will be included in that because I don't know if they could actually just switch it on and have it be a non downloadable situation for everybody. So
Interesting.
we'll see exactly what happens for that. Um, Besides from that, I guess that's pretty much everything I have for what happened in the dev live stream today. If I missed anything, please post down in the comments if I missed anything that you thought was very prevalent in the dev live stream. Besides from that, I was going to say anything here for non-toxic alliances that we want to talk about here at the end of the video.
We have. Let's see here. Let me put my my relics back on um Karn here. Yeah. So the non-toxic alliance realignment has happened. It actually took place. Got some new a few new rules. As you guys can see here, this is NT Guardians. NT Guardians is going to be the casual alliance that has 125k VP per week minimum. But also along with that, there's going to be a competition within the Guardians Alliance, so that the highest VP members are going to be the ones that receive the invites over to Champions and Knights. Now, Champions and Knights are both very competitive in Legend League. I think what Champions is in fourth and Knights is in like sixth or something. So eventually we're going to Champions and Knights are going to fill up, and then Guardians, all of the new members that come into non-toxic are going to join the Guardians, and so the Guardians will be somewhat competitive, even though it's a casual alliance, because we got members trying to earn VP to get a spot in the other two. So that's actually going pretty well. I had now 5 or 6 invites today of people that messaged in wanting in. So we're filling up rather quickly. So if you guys want to join the non toxic gamers group, you can message Time here, my Time account, or Bokanora. Both those accounts are in Guardians. Now if it gets to the point to where I need to move my secondary account out to make room for a player, I will definitely do that. So it's not like we're just taking up space for ourselves. I'll move that secondary account and keep Bo in, since that's my main account. If you'll message Timmy, we'll put you in Guardians for a week or two, ever how long it takes, and then when a spot opens up in Champions or Knights, we will Zalon or Shaw will send you an invite, and then you move over there and play
Yeah,
with the
we
big
will have some
boys.
spots. Yeah, we will have some spots available here coming up this next season. So, anybody grinding over there in Non-Toxic Guardians, I will be sending invites over.
Yep, that is right. So, yeah, that's really about all I had.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say for non-toxic champions, it's pretty much 250k VP we're looking for this season,
Yep.
and we do have at least a good, I want to say about 7 to 10 members right now. That they're probably hitting it right now, so I don't want to say
Yeah,
seven, but we probably have about 10 members that have 250k VP already, and we're still going. So
yeah. We've
myself,
got
I
we've got.
myself is I'm about 140k VP, so I'm not doing
Oh,
too shabby.
there you
So.
go. So yeah, so we're looking at, let's see, Guardians is 19th. In line for a 4 star. We actually, when we started this season, because of all the people moving, because we had a lot of people move over to nights, and then all
Wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. What'd you say? You said you're in line for a what? A 2 star?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
19th.
okay. For a second there, it almost sounded like you said 4 star, and I was
Oh
thinking,
no, no, yeah, four
okay,
star, yeah, no, uh, no, 430 gems, and a 2 star is what we're in line for.
okay.
Um, we started this season out way down in the demotion zone, and because of all the people moving and stuff, and because that happened on a Tuesday instead of a Monday, like it normally would, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah,
so
certain events sometimes push things and makes things a little more difficult. So
yeah, so we've pushed up. We're not that 3 star is not out of the question. It's just going to depend on who joins over the next few days, and we're still in the rebuilding phase. It's really the first week after we did the realignment. So
yeah,
it, my whole goal was, let's not get demoted because I
yeah,
wanted
exactly.
wanted to stay in
Want to
Legend League.
stay? Yeah,
Because part of the
exactly.
and part of the reason we're doing it this way is because what happens is we get a message from a player that says, "Hey, I'm doing 400, 500k VP a week. Can I join your alliance?" And we're like, "Yes, that's great. Come on." And then they do 100, and it's like, what happened? And he's like, "Oh, it's just really hard up here because they came from like Platinum League,
Yep.
all the way up to Legend. So, by having new members join Guardians, and
Get
just
a real taste for legends. Get a
yeah,
real
you
taste.
get a real taste for what the targets are, because the available targets in Legend League are a lot different than the other leagues. From what
Yes.
I understand, I've been in
So
Legend so long,
yeah,
I don't really know, but
yeah.
I have
If you
jumped
want to
around.
rock around and just hit level 50s all the time, yeah, they don't. People
Yeah,
don't mess around with their garrison defenses here.
yeah, no, definitely not. And they also don't mess around defending their smaller VP lands.
Yeah, exactly.
you
Smaller
know,
VP lands are in high demand.
yes, they
So
are. So there still are a few targets available, but just uh, for the. It seems to me like the well, like Pisces last week, right? Pisces was like, he's like a level 10 player, Castle level 7 or something.
mhm.
Um, but he's in Legend League with us. Well, all of those really low level lands were actually really good targets for him.
Oh
Because
yeah,
because his level was so low. But you can see here, there's there's a it's just different, is what I'm saying. So what we're going to
yeah.
do is, you know,
It's. I was gonna say it's called Legends Boot Camp
it's
with
a
Boganora.
that's right. Yeah, welcome to the boot camp. From and hat tip to Chris over at MC Gaming for allowing us to license the boot camp name. the
Yeah,
but yeah, it's kind of a boot camp. It's kind of a proving ground. We're not necessarily a feeder alliance, because the alliance itself, our alliance has a goal in and of itself, is to be casual. So
exactly. But
125k
anyone that
VP.
comes in that proves themselves can obviously make it.
Yeah,
Make it over. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So so that's what we're doing, and so anyway, hey, if you we can still have a few spots available. I think there's I want to say there's 8. slots in the after I sent out all of the invites this morning. I think we have 7 or 8 slots available in Guardians. So come to Guardians where life is easy and it's 125k VP. Or if you want to push, come to Guardians and prove it, and then you can go to Knights or Champions. So
Exactly.
yeah, so
Because we're ranked fourth right now.
yeah,
We're ranked fourth in non toxic champions, so we're gonna be pushing hard. We're unfortunately still 7 million VP shy of getting to third place, so it's still pretty rough.
yeah,
But where we are placing right now as fourth place, where we used to place before we did this restructure and everything else, we used to place sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth place every season.
yep,
If we're placing fourth right now, that makes me very hopeful in the coming seasons exactly where non-toxic
right.
champions can go.
Yeah, give it
So
2 or 3 seasons, and I think we're going to be competing for that 4 star on a regular basis on both with both champions and knights. That's the whole
mhm.
goal here. Just looking at the global alliances, I want to give a shout out to Infinity On, who's part of our band channel, and also he is in League of Gods. They are ranked first in the global alliances, and if I'm not,
Oh, I do want to mention something with Infinity on. He did mention in the live stream today, because I was asking in the live stream, but the devs didn't hear me. I was asking if who was the person that got the Orocar from the last from Trials of Power.
yes,
Infinity on said that over in League of Gods, somebody from there got it.
yes, somebody
So
from League of Gods got it. So I would imagine that League of Gods, whoever got that, is probably
gets hit all the time.
yeah.
Gets hit
Well,
all the time.
if they have him on defense, um, let's
Yeah,
go. Look,
really.
there's Infinity on. He is number 21 in the global players list. So, excellent player and excellent band member as well. You guys can see
Hmm.
over here on the just to the right is our link to our band. Band.us/ at non-toxic gamers. It's not just non-toxic. There's all kinds of people that talk Dawn of Titans in the band. So, um, and don't forget to like and
Plus, also
subscribe
you can see all the
Zalon's
other
page.
games that non-toxic
Oh
players.
yeah,
Oh,
lots of games. We have a chat room set up for all the games we play, and I think we have what I don't know 40 some odd different games that we play.
exactly.
With
So
over 500 people in the non toxic gamers community. Um, so yeah, so that's all I got.
all right. Well, yes. All right. Well, this has been another episode of that DOT show with Zalon and Bo. We are going to be signing off. See you next time.
All right, we'll see you guys.